Okay, in this video we're going to look at a selection tool called the Magic Wand tool. So selection tools allow you to pick up elements of your photograph so that you can either copy them or you can move them from one picture to another picture, or they allow you to control areas of the photograph where you can apply different effects such as maybe lighting, colour, that kind of thing. Well, the tool we're going to look at is located here. It's known as the Magic Wand tool, so if I just hover my mouse over it you'll see the name pop up. It's nested underneath the quick selection tool normally, so you might see this one. All you need to do is just right mouse click and pick up the Magic Wand tool. Okay, so let's have a look at how this tool works. I'm just going to open up a graphic so that we can see this. The way that this tool works is it's designed really for picking up a block of colour, so an area which is all the same or similar colour. So in this case I've got a red square here, and if I click on it with the Magic Wand tool it picks up the whole of that block of red in one click. And we know that it's made a selection because it has these marching ants going around the outside, which indicate that we have a selection on our screen. Now if I do Control or Command D, that is deselect, that gets rid of the marching ants, allowing us to do a selection again. So how does this Magic Wand tool work? Well, if I come down to this area here, we've got a range of colours going from yellow all the way through to blue. If I click on the red again, you'll see it picks up just a very, very narrow band of that red. So it doesn't go and pick up the red on this side or on this side, it's sort of limited. So in that case, what's happening is the area that I clicked on, it's picking up that shade of red plus other shades of red that are fitting within a tolerance of the initial red that I clicked on. And the tolerance is set by this value up here, and you can see by default it's set to 32. Now the smaller that number is, the smaller the area of selection will be. So if I just do Control or Command D again and set the tolerance down, say for example to 10 pixels, and click again on the red, you'll see we get a much narrower selection. So what it's doing is it's picking up the shade of red that I clicked on, and then it's allowed to pick up slightly darker shades and slightly lighter shades with this very, very narrow tolerance. If I now increase that to 100 and click again, what you'll see is it now picks up a much greater range of our image. So it's picking up the shades of red that I clicked on, plus it's allowed to pick up much lighter shades of red going into oranges and yellows, and much darker shades of red going into these kind of purple colours. So the tolerance controls the range of colour that you're able to pick up. So a more narrower tolerance will pick up just one particular shade of colour. A higher tolerance will pick up a range of shades of different colours. So if we go to the extremes here, let's go for 250 and then click again, you can see, wow, look at that, it's picking up a huge range of different shades of colours. Okay, I'm just going to put that back down to the default 32 and just click on the red here. One thing that you use about the Magic Wand tool as well is that this tick here for contiguous. What this means at the moment is it means, okay, there's this shade of red and this shade of red and this shade of red on the screen. They're all very similar, but it's not allowed, although I clicked on one of these shades of red, it's not allowed to go and pick up this shade and this shade which is the same, because there's black in between, and it's not allowed to jump that color barrier. So what it's saying is when I click here and I pick up red, it can only select other shades of red that are immediately adjacent to the red that I clicked on. So it goes bang bang bang, picks up all the red that was adjacent to the red that I clicked on, but when it gets to this part here it says hold on a minute, this red isn't adjacent, it can't jump the black, so it can't pick up the red over here. Taking that tick off means that it can now pick up any shades of red that occur within my graphic. So now it picks up, one click, picks up the red here, picks up the red here, and picks up similar shades of red that you'll find down here as well. So that's a really neat little trick there with the contiguous. So in your images you may have different colours all over the place, different shades of red, and you want to pick them all up at the same time. Taking that tick off allows you to do that. Okay, so let's look at a real world example of using the Magic Wand tool. So the way that I use it is typically for images like this, an image that you get off the internet that comes with a white background and you want to remove the white background and just leave the image, in this case the dark. Okay, so what a lot of people will do is they click here, one click in the background, and it picks up all the white because it's all a similar shade. But the problem that people come across is that they think then they can just press the delete key on their keyboard and delete that white, leaving them with just the dark. That's not how Photoshop works. When you press the delete key, it then wants to fill the area that you've selected. In this case, it wants to fill it with a content aware formula, or you could fill it with a color. So that's not the way to get rid of the white background, or it could be a red background or a blue background, whatever color background you have associated with your image. The way to do it is that I want that dark, and I normally want that dark because I'm going to place it onto another image. Just going to put contiguous back on here. Let's open up another image. So the key thing here is that I want this duck to go on this image over here. So I want it to be placed on here. Now the way to do this is to not use the magic wand tool at the moment. The way to do it is to get your image across. So just using the move tool. So that's this tool here. Just using the move tool to drag and drop that image across onto the palm tree image. Across comes my duck. I'm just going to do a Control T to resize. I'll talk about that in another video, how you can resize. Now that I've got the image across, now this is the time to use the magic wand tool to get rid of that white background. So I'm going to go and pick up the magic wand tool, click on the white background, one click picks it all up, press delete on my keyboard, and the white goes. Control or Command D to deselect to get rid of the marching ants, and there you go, you've removed that white background. So this is what you often use the magic wand tool for. If you want to get rid of a solid color background from your images, particularly those that you get off the internet, then use the magic wand. Get the image across onto your graphic first, and then delete the background color using the magic wand tool.